Most automation agencies never make it past 5K per month. And after building my own agency to 77K per month and working with over 100 clients, I know exactly why. It's not about technical skills or marketing. The top 1% who actually scale understand something fundamental that the other 99% completely miss. Today, I'm going to show you what separate agencies that struggle from those that thrive, and why most automation businesses are doomed from day one. Before we dive in, let me be clear about something. I've been on both sides of this equation. I've seen agencies fail spectacularly, including my own early mistakes, and I've also seen what works when you get it right. At Wingrowth, we've generated over 500K helping businesses with automation, and I've watched the entire industry evolve. But here's what's really happening in 2025. Most automation agencies are competing in the race to the bottom. They're selling $500 workflows to small businesses, while the successful 1% are building 50K systems for companies that actually have the money. The gap isn't just about pricing, it's about understanding what business automation really means. The harsh reality is that most agencies treat automation as like a technical service, when it's actually a business transformation service. That fundamental misunderstanding is why 99% of the agencies stay small. The first reason agencies stay small is what I call the technical skills trap. Most agencies owners spend their time learning every new tool that comes out, the latest end-to-end features, new Make.com's modules, whatever AI tool is trending on LinkedIn. They think masteries of tools actually equals business success. But here's the problem with that. Technical skills are becoming commoditized. AI can now build workflows that would have taken me hours just 2 years ago. If you're competing on your ability to drag and drop modules, you're already losing to AI and offshore developers who charge $10 per hour. The 1% who scaled past 20K per month, they understand that automation is just a delivery mechanism. They're not selling workflows, they're scaling like business outcomes. When I pitch a client, I'm not talking about end-to-end nodes, for example. I'm talking about how we will increase their revenue by $1 million annually through process optimization. The second killer is targeting the wrong market entirely. Most agencies goes after small businesses because somehow they think that it's easier to sell to them. This is literally backward thinking, and here's why it fails. Small businesses have three fundamental problems. First, they don't have any money to spend on automation. They don't understand the value of systems, and they want everything customized for pennies. I've seen agencies burn out trying to serve 20 small business clients making $300 each when they could serve 3 enterprise clients making $10K each. The businesses that actually pay for automations are those making at least $1 million annually. They understand the ROI, they have budget for efficiency improvements, and they actually can afford proper implementation. When I shift from targeting local restaurants and businesses in general to targeting growing tech companies, my average project value went from 2K to 10K overnight. But here's where most agencies hit their first major ceiling. They're stuck in project-based thinking. They build a workflow, they deliver it, they collect payment, and then they hunt for the next project. This creates a revenue roller coaster that never stabilizes. The 1% understand that automation actually creates ongoing value, which means it creates ongoing revenue opportunities. When you build systems that generate leads, manage sales process, or handle customers' communication, those systems need maintenance, optimization, and expansion. They scale as the business scales. My most successful client relationship started with like a 5K project and evolved into 3K per month retainers. Why? Because once you become part of their business infrastructure, replacing you actually becomes incredibly expensive and risky. The switching costs becomes massive. The fourth major problem is how agencies communicate value. Most pitch features instead of actual outcomes. They'll say something like, we'll build you an automated lead qualification system with 15 decision points and integration to your CRM. That's a feature. The outcome version sounds more like this. We'll implement a system that identifies your highest value prospect within 2 minutes of them expressing interest, so your sales team only talks to qualified leads. Based on our analysis, this should increase your close rate by 40% and save your team 20 hours per week. Do you see the difference here? One is about what you're building, and the other one is about what change you do in their business. The companies that pay 50K for such automation, they don't care about your technical prowess. They care about business impact. Here's what separates the 1% from everyone else. They understand business operations, not just automation tools. They can look at a company and immediately spot inefficiencies worth hundreds of thousands of dollars annually to fix. Most agencies They wait for clients to tell them what to automate. The successful ones audit the business and come back with a prioritized list of automation opportunities ranked by ROI. They understand profit margins, customer acquisition costs, lifetime value, and operational bottlenecks. When I work with a client, I'm not just asking, what do you want to automate? Sure, some of them know what they want to automate, but most of them don't actually know it. I'm analyzing their entire business model to identify where automation creates the most leverage. And that's why my project constantly delivers 5 to 10x ROI instead of just saving time. The final piece that separates the 1% is how they think about scale. Most agencies are built like freelancing operation. The owner does everything, and growth means more working hours. This caps you at like maybe 10 to 15K per month monthly if you're doing good, and that's before you actually burn out. Successful automations agencies build systems for their own business first. They automate their own lead generation, sales process, project delivery, and client management. They create productized service that can be delivered by team members instead of only by the founder. I spent 2 years building templates and systems that let us deliver certain types of automation projects and like 80% less time. That's how we can profitably serve enterprise clients. We're not just rebuilding everything from scratch each time. We have a library of proven solutions that we customize and deploy, one of which is, for example, the AI content engine I've been talking in my previous videos. The core difference between agencies that stay small and those that scale is mindset. Small agencies think like technicians, they're selling their times and skill. And successful agencies think like business owners, they're selling business transformation. This is not just about pricing or positioning. It's about seeing automation as a strategic business function, not a technical one. The moment that you start thinking like a business strategist who happens to use automation tools instead of an automation expert trying to find clients, everything changed. If you found the video informative, please like and subscribe. And if you want to join the 1% of automation agencies that actually scale past 20K per month, you need to shift from technical thinking to business thinking. I break down the complete framework for building a strategic automation business in my free school community, including the template and system that I use to deliver enterprise value. You'll find the link in the description. See you in school.